All right, so here's the project we're going to start. The third time. So we got our water meter in. It's been in for a little while now. I believe they put it in before we got here on October 31st to the town. I think that's when it was, because I have a picture from one of my cameras out here showing the truck back in the driveway. So I reckon it was around that time. A lot of the work that they did do to get this in here. All right, so here's the project we're going to start. The third time. So we got our water meter in. It's been in for a little while now. I believe they put it in before we got here on October 31st to the town. I think that's when it was, because I have a picture from one of my cameras out here showing the truck back in the driveway. So I reckon it was around that time. A lot of the work that they did do to get this in here. Look at this. This is how bad it is, ladies and gentlemen. This is how rocky it is. I think I found that one. But, you know, we've got this granite rock, the shale, and it's just all the way down. All the way. So, they had quite a bit of work to take care of to get this thing, to get us some water. Now this is city water. I've got my well too, so I've got my backup. Always nice to have two things. I can control one, can't control the other. Well, I can control it to a certain extent anyway. But now that it's sitting here, and I purposely had it come across the driveway. I don't know how deep it is. I imagine 18 inches at least. With that much rock, who knows? So there she is, the water meter. I was hoping that they would have connected my line to it, because I had my line in for almost a month waiting on them to install, and they just stuck it right where I left my stub out. So it is what it is. But I left it so that I can actually run it to the fifth wheel easier, and that's where we actually have this run right here with that root extravaganza. Remember that? The root extravaganza with 10 billion roots underneath our feet at any given time? That's all from right here. So it goes up and around. I'm probably going to put another one down at the other end. That way I have a branch right there which I can take water anywhere on the property. And then coming off of this line, that's off a 2-inch main line back down there at the county road. That is subbed out to here to a 1-inch. I'm going back to a 3/4, and then I put this one in so that I can actually put another one down there on the other end of the property, and I can put in another one over here so I can make them put in the meters for cheaper. That's how it works. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this figured out, because I need to connect this guy right there. So I've got to loosen up all this dirt in here and figure out what I need to do to get this to work for me. And there's a lot of roots. So this is going to be really fun and exciting. And that way it'll give us some water so we can wash our hands out here, especially Liv when she likes to play in the mud. Let's get started. Okay. So I've already figured out that I need to have this slip coupling to do that. But I got to figure out how to bend this thing. So with that being said, we got to get the shovel and we got to move some dirt around. We got to move this, clean this up. I got to get in here. So let's start fresh. I put it on backwards. Let's see. All right, so we've got it on. Getting ready to make that connection. Get these, I'm gonna slip these on, and then we can crimp them down. China. What the hell? Came apart. Well, I'm glad I had two on there. So I got the single step. This should be the hot stuff. It says medium. We'll see. It's pretty cold, so I'm gonna have to give it like, I don't know, an hour or something. Let's get some of the dirt out of the way first. It's gonna kink us really bad. Can't do it. Well, that sucks. An hour too long. So I can do it. Drop the meter down. So we had to bring the truck for power. Let's see if it reaches. reaches, but it popped the breaker. Well, we're at a stopping point or a breaking point. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stuff this in here. What time is it? Oh, and that's dead too. So I need to get some heat on this so I can actually bend the pipe a little bit easier. It's too thick, it's too cold out. I need to get it more degrees. I wish they would have actually aligned it, because they buried some of mine, because mine was actually over here. My stub was right on the, right where this is at, basically. And they pushed it back to here. So, it is what it is. We'll cover it up. I gotta get the generator. And I don't feel like hassling with it right now. So we're just gonna cover these up. Not worried about anything getting in here. We can bleed this clean anyway. And I'll do this tomorrow when it's sunny over here. But now I know what I need to do. I need to heat it up, get it hot, get a little bit of a twist out of it. See if I can't get in here and dig out some more so I can get it to roll up and over instead of trying to come up and then back down. So, it is what it is. So if you're trying to do it, let them put their meter in first and then you bring it in, or leave your box a little bit, leave your stub out a little bit further back. That way you can dig towards it, trench towards it more. But I didn't have an option because I had no idea where they were going to be. So I did it right to the 15 foot off of the road where they said they were going to put it. I don't know. Whatever. We're not going to die if we don't get water. We'll get back to this tomorrow. First layer, just to set something up right here. I don't think this will be the permanent spot for it by any means. I'm gonna get some more chert delivered, and I'm just gonna load up this right here. And I'm gonna level it all out, all the way back in here. I think I should be able to do that with 6 or 8 loads, which is, I don't know, 1,200 bucks or so. Maybe it'll get cheaper, I don't know. But we'll just do that. That way we can get all this chert in here. We can have a level playing field of doing whatever we want and stabilizing some things, and I can get some dirt in there. Maybe some more chert down at the bottom. Level that out, get all the dirt drug up as much as I can for the topsoil, and do the same thing down here before I put it down. There's quite a bit of dirt that's useful, which we should be able to use it. And we can just fill it back in with some chert. This chert stuff, I didn't really think that this would be a very good base for the road, just because of the consistency, and this is all, you know, 1/2 inch minus. There might be a few big pieces in here, but I didn't think it was going to work very well because of, you know, my experience building roads out in the middle of nowheres and using some of the materials that we've had to use, mostly DOT regulation. But this stuff, this chert, did not look like this when I first put it down. A lot of this rock has come up out of it, and there's actually quite a bit. Now, as far as using it for a traveling road, it breaks down pretty easy. So primary reason it's not very good for a DOT spec, you know, on that aspect. But it's perfect for out here. It just gets a little bit muddy and it sticks to your boots. So this granite, or whatever this is right here, this harder rock, if I could get this broken down, I'm sure there's a lot more all over around here. Somebody said that to me, actually, that they were going to open a mine up out here and start mining this stuff on this land at one point in time. But there is this rock out here as a road base, which I don't have a machine to do it, and those things are expensive. So Andrew Camerata, if you want to bring your machine down from New York, come on over, bro. Crush my rock for me. But we got a fire pit rock now, so we'll get this thing going. I just love it out here. So quiet, so nice. Happy with what I've gotten done so far. It's turning out pretty good. I'm gonna start building here in the next week or 2 or 3, hopefully in the next 2. I keep changing what I want to do as far as what kind of building I want. So I went to go pick the metal up earlier, and I want to do a metal side on it now. And then I want to mill up some of this cedar and actually do some cedar on it as well. So if I just go up 4 foot and 6 foot of cedar plank, maybe we'll do that. But first I need to mill it out and see what it comes out to and how many more trees I'm going to have to take down. Because I don't have a lot of big ones. So whatever I do get out of it, I'm going to have to utilize it. So with that being said, getting this stuff into cants, it's going to be real difficult with such a small size on what I've got for that sawmill, the chainsaw mill. I don't even know if it's possible. I haven't really seen anybody cut logs that are only 6 or 8 inches. And that's what most of mine are, is 6 to, we'll say 6 to 12. And I got a lot of it that I can use for making a log cabin. That's future plans. But if you know how to do it, let me know. And if you're in Tennessee, even better. I got a place for you to stay right here, and I'll even help pay for your expenses to come out here and, you know, teach me something. I'm always about learning. I want to learn. But I'm gonna bring the kids out here, let them stack this fireplace, or Kim or whoever, let them actually do some work and show you, because they're here with me.